This video is sponsored by DraconianRain. Seriously, go check her stuff out. So, this video is featuring a lot of big updates to Star Citizen, though unfortunately there were also a number of bugs, but I'm going to throw this in at the beginning and talk a little bit more about this at the end, not necessarily related to this video, but my channel has several video game giveaways going on, and like I said, please stick around to the end where I will talk about that. But we're here right now for Arena Commander, the Mustangs, all of it. Unfortunately, with the release of Arena Commander 1.1, there are several bugs. As you can see, the text and menus seem to be having some issues. I don't know if that's just me or not. May or may not try reinstalling it, see if that fixes it or not, but until then I was kinda stuck guessing a little bit with the different systems, and I had actually tried once before what you're seeing now, and things were really bad, which is why you're not seeing it. I was having issues trying to figure out how to get in the Mustang. In my case, it's officially the Omega AMD Racer, but it will from here on in be referred to as the Dragon. But I just couldn't figure out how to get into it in the drone sim. So you will end up seeing some of its combat-ish stuff before the game crashed, to be honest. After this single wave run on the drone sim. Like I said, I apologize. I couldn't get any better footage, and like I said, it just seems like there were a little bit of issues with the release of Arena Commander 1.0, but those will be ironed out soon enough, and what has been included all the same is pretty freaking awesome. First of all kinds of ships are now flyable. Every variant of the Aurora, including several that weren't even available before, are now flyable. Every variant of the Mustang, which weren't even around before, is now flyable, including, like I said, the Dragon. 300 series, all of them. Hornets, all of them. And they have even have the base models of the Cutlass and the Avenger. So lots of ships available. You see, for Drone Sim here, the only ship that I could figure out how to get into at the moment, which is the Hornet Basic with the 2 guns. But we're not going to dwell on that. We're just going to continue to use that as footage. So all of a sudden, there's tons of ships available that will now be flying around everywhere. So that should get a lot of people pretty excited. I know that I'm pretty excited about that, even despite everything. So they've now added a whole list of new ship upgrades. The ship signature system has been implemented, thruster power system, lateral G-force system. They've added, as you will see, the first iteration of the game's lobby system for launching games, along with the friend system, so you can better coordinate ganging up on people. Let's be honest. I mean, and the list just continues to go on. You know, I'm trying to keep up. Unfortunately, I little bit cramped in tonight because I hadn't actually planned on releasing this video. I planned on releasing a different one. So please forgive the little bit of sporadicness of this. So let's see, going back over the stuff that they've released. They have, I believe this was already mentioned, implemented several of the holiday gear and hangar decorations, which, yeah, I kind of missed because I went straight to the ship. I'm sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure that was in earlier. I'm afraid this was my first time in a little bit. Let's see now. They've added a new manual, which I probably should have had a look at before jumping back in. Oops. Now, the host of new ships available. The Aurora ES is available as a standalone ship for $20. And it is basically the even more stock utilitarian variant. Comes with the Aurora self-land hangar and 6 months of insurance. The Aurora CL, which, if I remember from the descriptions correctly, was, yep, that is the mercantile one, comes with the ship as well as the same hangar and insurance. And this one trades off armor and power plant for improved cargo capabilities. And then, of course, they have the 4 standard Mustang variants, which are now purchasable. The Alpha, Beta, Delta, and Gamma. Or Beta, sorry. The Alpha is the standard run Mustang starter ship. It, self-land hangar, 6 insurance. This is designed, and I do apologize for the black screen, this is designed to serve as the standard starting ship of the Mustang series, and it also has the available option of a cargo carrier so that it can still compete with the Aurora, even though it's definitely built around more speed and firepower than the Aurora is. The Beta is the long-range, long-duration exploration ship. Comes with a Leaper jump engine and is most definitely designed for extended range, complete with a Com-4T living quarters in a very compact ship. I mean, they technically take up more room in the hangar than the Aurora, but not by much, and they are definitely sleeker. Next is the Aurora Gamma, and this is the racer. This is the standard version of the Omega Dragon. And this thing, all the power, all the acceleration, just not quite as much combat punch, but, you know, I think we can learn to live with that. And finally, the Mustang Delta, which will only be released in a limited run, which is the military-specific dogfighter. This thing possesses reinforced hull and with special military-grade armor, and looks like it is default more heavily armed. They've added new guns, new missile racks, and missile ammo to the Voyager Direct dealer. And let's see, Public Test Universe, which is new server environment which will allow them to selectively push more experimental builds within Star Citizen. And this is for players who wish to assist with more hardcore testing of the game, balance, and systems. So for those of you that want to go beyond this dogfighting system and this what has been so far the standard testing, go ahead and take a look. They have also implemented a new in-cockpit user interface, with the Aurora serving as the prototype system for this. And I'm not going to go into all the details about everything because this is just supposed to be a general overview and this is a lot to take in. As stated, they have the new missile system, which has implemented several new missiles with different behaviors in terms of how they work and different means in which you can attempt to dodge them. They have also implemented the signature system, which has been talked about before, where you can attempt to increase or decrease your signature. Well, you want to decrease your signature if possible, in order to decrease the chances of being detected, locked on, and increase your chances of basically running away from missiles. You have a signal to noise ratio, which is basically helping the ambient sounds within the okay, I didn't read this one. It's a lot to read, and I just found out about this last minute tonight. I'm sorry. I know I'm not doing very well. I'm sorry. It is the value that distinguishes an object from the background. I'm sorry. Which is used in the detection system, and that's really complicated. I'm sorry. I'm just going to not even try. I'm not even going to try to go over all of the specifics of that. I do apologize. With the release, moving on, with the release of this new, with all this new stuff, they've included a new, really cool Star Citizen release trailer, which Imagine Star Citizen, which I seriously suggest you check out, and the Consolidated Outlands Mustang commercial that I seriously just wanted to run outside and go off to a dealer to find the ship in real life. I mean, the guys who make these commercials are absolute geniuses. I loved this commercial for the Mustang series. Now, getting into the specifics of the new sale, they do have the Mustang brochures available. Let's see. And the Mustang Delta, was correct. It is not it's not permanently on sale on December 29th, Monday. It will be taken off the market, so get it while you can. Now, they are featuring several cross-chassis upgrades, but it is recommended that you be a little wary of them because they are not currently, it looks like, well, it says not all cross-chassis upgrades are available. We are working to add the CCU options to all variants. What's available right now is the Aurora Marquis to the Mustang Alpha upgrade, and I apologize for the stuttering in the video. The game froze pretty much each time someone entered or died or respawned. And it seemed like it was happening to everyone, not just me. Sorry, off track. The Mustang Alpha to Beta upgrade, the Mustang Alpha to Gamma upgrade, and the Mustang Alpha to Delta upgrade. And as usual, there's the disclaimer that you don't have to get these. Just get the game when it comes out and then earn them in-game. But seriously, you're helping fund the game by having a look at these. So at the very least, take a look. And even with my absolutely poor flying and inability to remember to add better guns than the default on a racing ship, the ships are pretty cool. And talking about some of the flight performance, now that we're actually in some of the flight performance, have a look at how fast the ship is going. 270. And it gets there pretty quick. I mean, you can tell that this thing is a racing ship and it feels more maneuverable and responsive, even with all the lags and glitches, than the other ships I've flown, except maybe the M50. And like I said, this ship should be pretty par for the Racing Gamma, so that should be a good clue. And while it doesn't come with the turret, and neither does the Gamma, when I did check this out in the ship fitting system, it did appear to have a hard point for the turret. So just because it doesn't come with a turret doesn't mean that it can't have one added later. So that's something to consider if you want to grab a racer but still want it to have some firepower. So yeah, despite my own incompetence and the number of glitches with this initial release of Arena Commander 1.0, I say infinitely more pros than cons in this release, especially with the large lineup of ships. Once those cutlasses start coming out to play, I'm quite certain that I, at the very least, will be eaten alive over and over again because, well, never was the best pilot in the world. Which is putting it very mildly. So, yeah, I will probably spend a lot of time trying to turn this into a combat-worthy ship with the limited resources I have, and getting the crap blown out of me despite this. But, hey, it's still fun, and the game is still absolutely beautiful. I love it. So, yeah, that covers the basics, very basics, I'm sorry, of Arena Commander 1.0. I hope I was at least semi-helpful, and I do apologize if I wasn't. Now, as I had mentioned back at the beginning of the video, there are a number of game giveaways. Unfortunately, they're not Star Citizen. Well, the ones that are out currently announced aren't Star Citizen, but with the 1.0 update, you might want to keep an eye out. Things might work out for something Star Citizen wise to go to have a chance to come out as well. But what's going on right now is I recently released a video announcing 4 separate officially sweepstakes for several games to be given away. I'm trying to find a way to use a different word than that, but it's not happening right now. And there will be a link to this in the description. There will be a link to the Mustang page in the description. There will be a link to the Arena Commander description page. All these. Check them out. And if you like this video, even with my tired incompetence, and again I apologize, please check out some of my other videos. I promise I'm awake for those. Please subscribe. If you want to keep up to date, check out my Twitter, Nick60vids. If you really like this video and are feeling generous, please check out my Patreon, Nikolai60, and there will be links to these as well in the description. So, yeah, I do apologize for the sort of haphazard assembly of this video, and hope that I, at least in some way, was at least partially helpful. And if not, I apologize one last time for the video. Nick60 signing off. I'll be seeing you guys later. Fly safe all.